Morning, Jeff. We're talking about personal guarantees. You've had a campaign against personal guarantees for the last 20 years. Exactly what are you trying to achieve?
Because of my case, the process was established whereby a lender can make demand on an overdraft in 2 banking hours, and no company can repay its overdraft in 2 banking hours. To make it worse, also my case decided that basically they can go straight for the guarantor. Now, really, the law as it stands, without my case, they should be going for the company first.
That is the case now, isn't it? That's how it's operating.
Yes, I'm trying to stop it because there is absolutely cast iron evidence that my case was based on perjury. Therefore, perjury cannot be the precedent.
Right, so all of those cases. So what do you want to do with all of those cases that came after yours? What do you want to happen?
Well, all those cases that came after me should be, if the law is followed correctly, reversible, because it's based on a perjured affidavit.
If you could reverse all those.
Well, we're never going to reverse all those because it's just too much, Jane. Best we can tell, there's 150,000 cases, and the average case must be getting on for 500,000 if it involves people's homes. So therefore, you're never ever going to reduce that. Now, you've spent some time working with estate agents on calculating losses that will be acceptable to both sides. And that should be what happens.
You know, it's the best of a bad job, really, but it allows people to move on. Yeah.
It's like PPI. Yes, it's the best of a bad job because you're never going to get it back. You personally know you're never going to get back what you've lost. But I believe we've done some sums around your case, which come to roughly 9 million. But I believe from following our conversations, you'd be prepared to accept £1 million to get it out of your life.
Yeah.
Now that's a good deal for the banks because they should have a £9 million liability on their books for you.
Why isn't it happening? It's a sensible solution.
You're not spending enough time on it, Jane. Jane.
I think the right people are being very arrogant and thinking it's going to go away, and it really will not. Going forward, what would you expect to see?
The idea is somebody does something with it like they did with PPI. We have an organization called DIY Law. Maybe we need to put something on the website so everybody can do it for themselves. Personal guarantees tend to be going out of favor. Really, we're probably the only country that still uses them to the extent that we do. Most countries now recognize it's not about people's homes, it's about valuing the business. And so we should do away with personal guarantees almost immediately, like tomorrow. And it would be much better if everybody only lent to businesses that had assets, whether they be tangible or intangible, and stop lending on people's homes. Yeah,
I think they've got to realise that if they destroy people, if you lend on a home and you call on the home and you evict the whole family, it's not just affecting the business. It doesn't just destroy the business. It destroys lots of people, and you cannot run an economy where you are destroying people like that, deliberately destroying people.
Absolutely.